Have you ever seen something online that felt so real, so important, you just had to believe it? What if the belief could change the world? Let's travel forward in time, just a little, to the autumn of 2025. This is the story of a prophecy that wasn't, a warning that never came, and a picture that held the world captive. It all started with an image, a single, haunting magazine cover that appeared out of nowhere and spread like a digital wildfire. It claimed to be the upcoming cover for The Economist 2026 edition, the one they call the world ahead. Now, if you know The Economist you know their year-end covers are legendary. They're famous for their cryptic puzzles, their hidden symbols, their uncanny ability to hint at the year to come. And this one was a masterpiece of dread. People all over the world saw it and felt a chill. Was this a prophecy? A secret warning from the global elite? Or just a very, very clever glimpse into our future? The style was instantly recognizable, that clean, minimalist design. That aura of quiet authority The Economist has perfected. But the message felt different. It was darker, heavier, almost apocalyptic. Let's look closer at what millions of people saw. In the center of the cover, a blazing sun, but it was being swallowed by a perfect black circle and eclipse. But not a natural one. It felt cold, final. Below it, an elegant hourglass. But the sand inside was blood red, and it was almost empty. Time was running out. To the left, a figure hung upside down, a direct reference to the Hanged Man card in a tarot deck. And on the right, a set of scales, perfectly balanced. On one side, the entire globe. On the other, a single, glowing human brain. And watching over it all, from the very top of the cover, was an all-seeing eye. It wasn't menacing, just watching. It was surrounded by a strange mix of ancient constellations and modern computer circuitry. The internet, as you can imagine, absolutely lost its mind. Forums on Reddit, private groups on Telegram, and threads on X went into a frenzy. Theories erupted everywhere. It was a symphony of speculation. It's a financial collapse. One user would declare, "See the hourglass, the global economy is on a timer." Others were convinced it was about technology. "No, look at the brain and the globe." Another would argue, "It's the singularity. Artificial intelligence is about to outweigh all of humanity." And the theories just got deeper. People connected the inverted man to biblical prophecies of a world turned upside down. They linked the black sun to ancient esoteric symbols of death and rebirth. Astrologers pointed to planetary alignments. Conspiracy researchers claimed it was a signal for a great reset. The debate was endless, passionate, and it was happening everywhere, all at once. The image wasn't just being discussed, it was being dissected. Influencers with millions of followers created detailed breakdown videos. TikTokers zoomed in, analyzing every pixel, every shadow. Did you notice the color palette? It's the same one used in Renaissance paintings depicting the end of days. They'd say even serious academics and researchers in symbolism started publishing their interpretations. And the scary part, the more they looked, the more it all seemed to fit together. Every single element felt intentional. That black sun wasn't just an eclipse. It was a symbol of alchemy, of transformation through fire and destruction. The hourglass wasn't just about time. The red sand symbolized life force or conflict draining away. The Hanged Man could mean humanity's ultimate downfall, or it could represent a radical shift in perspective of forced enlightenment. And that scale was the ultimate question. Is our collective knowledge more valuable than our own planet? Slowly, a terrifying consensus began to form. People started to truly believe this wasn't just a clever magazine cover. It was a message, a coded blueprint for the next phase of human history, sent by the people who supposedly pull the strings. The fear became palpable. People started preparing. What if The Economist was warning us about a total system collapse? A reset of civilization not by choice, but by force. A global awakening brought on by absolute chaos. But amidst all the noise, all the panic, and all the analysis, a small, nagging question started to surface in the back of people's minds. It was a simple question, but a powerful one. Is this even real? A few digital sleuths decided to check. They went to the official Economist website. They searched for press releases, for teasers, for any mention of the 2026 cover, and they found nothing. Complete silence. Historically, The Economist never releases its World Ahead issue before December. This image, however, had appeared in late September. It was way too early, and yet nobody wanted to believe it was fake. The story was too good. The image was too perfect, too rich with meaning. It confirmed everyone's deepest anxieties and wildest theories about the world. It felt more real than reality itself. So, millions of people simply accepted it as truth without ever checking the source. They shared it, they debated it, they feared it, and that, right there, was the entire point. Because the cover was never real. It was never designed by The Economist *. It was never printed, never even conceived by a human artist. The prophecy of the 2026 cover was born from a few lines of code. It was generated, from scratch, by artificial intelligence. Someone, somewhere, had typed a prompt. Something like, create a cover for The Economist magazine's The World Ahead 2026 issue in a cryptic, symbolic, and apocalyptic style. And the AI delivered. It scraped decades of Economist covers. It analyzed thousands of symbolic images from human history. It understood the cultural anxieties of our time. And it synthesized it all into one perfect, viral image. It wasn't a prophecy about the future. It was a mirror, reflecting our present. It showed us how easily we can be manipulated by information that confirms our biases. It proved that in the age of AI, a lie can be crafted so perfectly that it feels more true than the truth. The great deception wasn't the content of the cover, but the fact that we were so ready to believe it without question. The story of the fake cover became a bigger story than any prophecy it pretended to hold. It taught us that the most important skill in the years to come won't be decoding symbols, but discerning reality from a beautifully crafted illusion. Ever seen something online that just had to be true? A picture so perfect, a story so compelling, you just knew it was real? Today, we're diving into a story that shows just how easily our own minds can be hacked, not by super intelligent machines, but by our own deep-seated need for answers. It's the story of the fake Economist cover, an illusion that became more powerful than reality. It all started with an image that appeared out of nowhere, seemingly a leaked cover of The Economist for the year ahead. You know the ones, those cryptic, symbol-laden covers. They release every year that people spend weeks decoding. This one was no different. It was packed with intriguing symbols, hinting at global events, market trends, and hidden agendas. It looked perfect, almost perfect. Within hours, the internet was on fire. The image went viral, spreading across social media platforms like a digital wildfire. It was translated into more than 20 languages. On YouTube, creators made hours-long videos analyzing the hidden codes. Bloggers furiously typed out articles connecting the symbols to everything from secret societies and world elites to impending climate disasters and major political shifts. People were convinced. They invested their time, their emotions, and their intellect into figuring it out. The image had meaning. It felt important, therefore, it had to be true. Then, the truth came out. The Economist officially stated that the cover was a fake. It wasn't their work. So, case closed, right? Everyone just moved on. Far from it. This is where things get truly fascinating. When confronted with reality, a huge number of people simply refuse to believe it. It looks too real. They argued. Why would The Economist deny it if it weren't true? They're just trying to cover it up. The illusion had already become stronger than reality itself. The digital myth had taken root, and no amount of fact-checking could pull it out. The creator of the image never found. And honestly, it doesn't even matter. What matters is how it was made. This wasn't the work of a master forger or a graphic design genius. It was created by artificial intelligence. With just a simple prompt, AI can now generate an image more convincing, more polished than what many professionals could create with hours of work. What once required skill, time, and a specific vision now takes mere seconds. And that's the dangerous beauty of it all. AI doesn't just imitate our reality, it perfects it. It crafts a version of the truth that's sharper, cleaner, and more believable than the messy, imperfect world we actually live in. So, why did this particular lie stick so well? What made this deception so incredibly powerful? It wasn't just the quality of the image, it was the context. We live in a world brimming with uncertainty. We're constantly navigating economic crises, political turmoil, social upheaval, and rapid technological change. The ground beneath our feet feels unstable and fragile. The Economist itself has a long-standing reputation for its mysterious covers, for embedding subtle warnings and predictions within its artwork. People expect secrets from them. So, when an image like this appears, one that seems to explain everything, that hints at a hidden order behind all the chaos, we want to believe it. It's comforting to think that someone, somewhere, has a plan, even if it's a dark one. It gives a sense of control in a world that feels out of control. And that's the great paradox of misinformation. It doesn't spread just because it's tricky or fools us. It spreads because it fulfills a deep psychological need. It makes us feel like we're in on a secret, that we're awake while others are sleeping. It gives chaos a pattern, and the human mind craves patterns above all else. We are natural-born pattern seekers. This fake cover was more than just a clever hoax. It was a global psychological test that, you could argue, the entire digital world failed. It wasn't just random people on the internet who were fooled. Even experts, academics, and seasoned skeptics shared the image without a second thought, without basic verification. Why? Because the desire for meaning was more powerful than the instinct for truth. And this, right here, is the most chilling part of the whole story. The machines didn't need to be sentient or evil to manipulate us. The AI didn't have a grand plan to deceive humanity. It just followed a command. The real manipulation? We did it to ourselves. We built the echo chambers. We shared the lie. We chose to believe in the beautiful illusion over the complicated truth because it felt better. It told us a story we wanted to hear. This story serves as a critical warning for the age we are entering. As AI technology becomes even more powerful and accessible, we're going to see more of this. Not less. You'll see fake audio, fake videos, deepfakes so convincing that telling them apart from reality will become nearly impossible without the right tools. The question is no longer just can we trust what we see online. The real question is, can we trust ourselves to want the truth? We have to cultivate a healthy skepticism, a habit of questioning and verifying, especially when something confirms our deepest biases or fears. The future of a shared reality depends on it. Thanks so much for watching. This is a complex topic, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Have you ever been fooled by something like this? What can we do to become more resilient to misinformation? Have you ever heard the saying, a lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is still putting on its shoes? Well, in the past, the lie needed a little help. It needed storytellers, actors, and newspapers to give it wings. But today, in the 21st century, lies have learned to fly on their own. Artificial intelligence has, in a way, democratized deception. It used to take a whole movie studio or a state-run propaganda machine to create a convincing fake. Now, all it takes is one person and a decent computer. And with every new AI model that comes out, the illusion gets more and more seamless. The line between what's real and what's created is not just blurry anymore. For many, it has completely disappeared. We're talking about deepfake videos that are indistinguishable from the real thing. News anchors that don't actually exist, reading news that never happened. Synthetic voices that can mimic anyone perfectly. This isn't science fiction. It's our new reality. Imagine a photo of a world leader signing a treaty that was never even drafted. Or a video of your favorite celebrity confessing to a crime they didn't commit. Or even footage of a historical event that never took place. The tools to make all of this look and sound completely genuine are not just coming, they're already here. In this new world, truth is becoming less about evidence and more about what we choose to believe. Think about it. When a fake magazine cover, say from the Economist, pops up online showing AI taking over the world, how many people stop to verify it? Not many, if the image confirms what they already fear. It feels true. That's the bizarre, ironic loop we're in. AI creates an image predicting AI's domination, and we, unaware it's fake, accept it as prophecy. The machine has basically held up a mirror, and we've mistaken our own reflection for a glimpse into the future. You've probably heard the term post-truth era. It's been thrown around a lot in recent years, but I think we need an update. We're not just post-truth, we're entering the synthetic reality era. This is a time when literally everything can be generated, and therefore, everything can be doubted. Any photo can be questioned, any audio recording can be faked, any memory can be rewritten with just a few lines of code. So, what does that do to the idea of evidence? The very concept starts to crumble. What proof do you have when the proof itself can be fabricated on a whim? This is a massive challenge, and governments and media outlets are scrambling to keep up. They're developing AI detection systems to try and spot these fakes by looking for digital fingerprints. But it's an arms race. The technology to create fakes is evolving much faster than the tools to detect them. What was once the stuff of futuristic movies, the direct manipulation of human perception, is now a daily reality. These powerful AI tools were created with good intentions. Of course, for art, for efficiency, for progress in science and entertainment. But like any powerful tool, they have a darker side. They can be used to erode the one thing that holds our society together. Trust in our leaders, trust in the media, trust in our institutions, and ultimately, trust in each other. We all grew up with the saying, seeing is believing. It was a fundamental rule of how we understood the world, but that phrase has lost its power. Today, seeing might just be the first step toward being deceived. So, how do we navigate this new world? How do we find our footing when the ground beneath us is constantly shifting? Being digitally remade, the first step is awareness. Understanding that this technology exists and how it works is no longer just for tech enthusiasts. It's a crucial skill for every single one of us. We need to become more critical consumers of information. When you see something online, especially if it triggers a strong emotional reaction, take a moment. Pause. Ask yourself, where did this come from? Who is sharing it? Does it benefit anyone for me to believe this? Look for the source. Is it a reputable news organization or a random account you've never heard of? Do a quick reverse image search. It's a simple tool, but you'd be surprised how often it can reveal that a new photo is actually years old and from a completely different context. We need to retrain our brains to be skeptical, not cynical. There's a difference. Cynicism is believing nothing. Skepticism is questioning everything until you find what's true. And this isn't just an individual responsibility. Tech companies have a huge role to play. They need to be more proactive in labeling AI-generated content and developing more robust detection tools. Educators need to integrate digital literacy and critical thinking into school curriculums. From a young age, we need to equip the next generation with the tools to navigate a world where reality is synthetic. This might all sound a bit dystopian, a bit overwhelming, and in some ways, it is. But humanity has faced disruptive technologies before. The printing press, the radio, television, the internet, each one changed society in profound ways and came with its own set of challenges. And each time, we adapted. We develop new norms, new laws, and new ways of thinking. This is our generation's challenge, the challenge of the synthetic reality era. It forces us to ask some fundamental questions. What do we value? What is the foundation of our shared reality? And how do we protect it? The answer isn't to reject technology, but to become its master, not its servant. It's about wielding these incredible tools with wisdom, ethics, and a renewed commitment to the truth, however difficult it may be to find. The future isn't about being able to tell the difference between a real photo and a fake one with the naked eye. The future is about building a culture of verification, where we rely on trusted methods and a community of critical thinkers to help us separate fact from fiction. Our belief can no longer be based on what we see, but on a process of careful and collective evaluation. In this new era, believing is no longer seeing. Believing is thinking. Have you ever seen something online that just felt so real, so profound that you had to share it? Maybe it was a shocking headline, a mind-blowing image, or a prophecy that seemed to unlock the future. Recently, a cover of the Economist magazine went viral. It was dark, cryptic, and filled with symbols that seemed to predict the world's next big crisis. People were captivated, terrified, and fascinated. They debated its hidden meanings, shared it with friends, and treated it like a message from the future. There was just one problem. It was completely fake, created by artificial intelligence. But here's the twist. The real story isn't about AI's ability to create a convincing fake. The real story is about us. It's about why we were so ready to believe it. The issue isn't artificial intelligence. It's human nature. We are emotional beings, hardwired to respond to stories. We're drawn to things that evoke wonder, fear, or awe. Deep down, many of us want to believe in patterns, in hidden meanings, in signs that the universe is trying to tell us something. We look for order in chaos. That fake Economist cover wasn't just a clever forgery. It was powerful because it felt symbolic. It tapped into something primal within us, our collective anxiety about the future, our fear of losing control, and our ancient fascination with prophecy. It played on our deep-seated belief that if we just look hard enough, we can decipher what's coming next. This isn't a new phenomenon. For centuries, people have looked to the stars, to tea leaves, to prophets, all searching for a glimpse into the unknown. The AI just gave us a modern version of that. Psychologists have a term for this: confirmation bias. It has our tendency to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms what we already believe. We actively look for evidence that supports our existing worldview and subconsciously ignore or reject anything that challenges it. So, when people saw that AI generated cover, they didn't pull out a magnifying glass to check the font or the image resolution. They didn't do a reverse image search. They didn't analyze it logically. They felt it. They felt the unease, the curiosity, the sense that this confirms everything I've been worried about. And as we all know, feelings spread online much faster than facts. This is where the digital world pours gasoline on the fire. Social media algorithms are not designed to find the truth. They are designed for one thing: to keep our eyes glued to the screen. They've learned that the best way to do that is by amplifying whatever gets a strong reaction. Outrage, curiosity, fear, excitement, these are the currencies of the digital economy. The more emotional the content, the more clicks, shares, and comments it gets, and the more profitable it becomes for the platform. In a way, AI is learning from our most predictable weaknesses. It's been studying us for years. It knows our short attention spans. It knows our deepest desires and our most nagging insecurities. It's becoming a master at creating content that feels irresistibly real, precisely because it's a perfect mirror of what we secretly expect reality to be. And the scary part is, every time we click, like, or share this kind of content, we're training the machine. We're teaching the AI how to get better at feeding us illusions that fit perfectly into our own little echo chambers. So, the real danger here isn't just that AI can lie to us. It's that, on some level, We *1* to be deceived. Let's be honest, the truth is often complicated. It's messy, slow, and frequently uncomfortable. It doesn't come in a neat little package. A lie, on the other hand, can be fast, elegant, and deeply satisfying. A fake image can make sense of a chaotic world in a single glance. A conspiracy theory can offer a simple explanation for complex problems. A true story, however, often leaves us with more questions than answers. It forces us to think, to grapple with nuance, and to accept uncertainty. This leads us to the most important question of our time. It's not, can we stop AI from creating fakes? Because the answer is probably no. The technology is already out there. The real question we need to ask ourselves is, can we stop ourselves from believing them? This isn't just about technology anymore. This is a turning point for our civilization. The line that once separated creation from manipulation, perception from programming, is becoming blurrier every single day. In this new world, what is the one skill that can protect us? It's not about having the latest fact-checking software or being a tech genius. It's something much more fundamental, something human, the fragile ability to doubt, the power to pause before we share, to question what we see, to take a moment to verify a claim before we accept it as truth. That simple act of healthy skepticism might just become the most valuable and essential skill of the digital age. It's our last line of defense. Think back to that fake Economist cover. The image itself was never real, but the panic it caused, the fascination it sparked, the millions of shares, the global conversation, all of that was very, very real. It was a massive, unplanned social experiment that revealed the scale of our collective vulnerability. It showed us just how easily our emotions can be hijacked. And ultimately, it reminded us that the great battle for truth is no longer being fought on paper or on screens. It's being fought inside each and every one of our minds. The choice to believe, to question, or to ignore is ours alone. And in the age of AI, that choice has never been more important. Have you ever seen something online that felt so real, so prophetic that you just had to share it? A few years ago, a supposed cover of the Economist magazine from the future, dated 2026, went viral. It depicted a dark, chaotic world with symbols of war, economic collapse, and societal decay. Millions of people saw it, shared it, and believed it. It was a chilling prophecy of a world on the brink, except for one small detail. It was completely fake. It was created by artificial intelligence. This isn't just a story about a fake magazine cover. It's a story about us. It is about a moment in history where we've built machines that can mimic human imagination so perfectly that we, their creators, can no longer tell the difference between what's real and what's not. That image that fooled millions wasn't a glimpse into the future. It was a mirror reflecting our present world where reality feels negotiable and what we perceive can be programmed by anyone with a keyboard. What happened with that one picture is a preview of what's to come. As AI technology gallops forward, the lines between truth and fiction will become even more blurred. Imagine history is being subtly rewritten, not in dusty books, but in the digital archives we rely on every day. Imagine memories being generated, pictures and videos of events that never happened, yet feel as authentic as your own childhood photos. Entire events, from political rallies to natural disasters, could exist only in data, yet trigger real-world reactions. The power to shape reality, once held by storytellers, journalists, and artists, is now democratized. It belongs to anyone who can type a few words into an AI prompt. This sounds terrifying, and in many ways, it is. We are standing at a crossroads, and it's easy to feel powerless. But there is hope, and that hope doesn't lie in building better technology to fight the fake technology. It lies within us. It lies in our awareness. The moment we learn to pause, to question, to do a quick search before we hit the share button, we reclaim our power. The very same tools that can be used to deceive us can also be used to educate, to enlighten, and to connect us with the truth. An AI can generate a fake image, but another AI can help us analyze its origins. The technology itself isn't inherently good or evil. It's a mirror. It reflects the intentions of the person using it. It amplifies our best qualities and our worst. So, when the next prophetic image or viral video appears, and it will, you can be sure that the real test won't be about the authenticity of the content. The test will be on us. Have we learned to recognize the illusion? Have we cultivated the habit of skepticism? The greatest danger of the AI era isn't the sci-fi fantasy of machines outsmarting us and taking over the world. The real, more subtle danger is that we will willingly surrender the very things that make us human: our curiosity, our skepticism, our capacity for critical thinking. We become passive consumers of information, letting algorithms decide what we should believe, what we should feel, and who we should be. When we stop questioning, we hand over the keys to our own minds. This brings us to the fundamental question of our time. When truth and illusion look identical, what will you choose to believe in this deepening digital age? Belief itself has become the final frontier. It's the last line of defense for our shared reality. Think about it. Our entire society, our laws, our relationships, our economies, they all run on a foundation of shared trust and belief in a common set of facts. What happens when that foundation cracks? Perhaps, in this new world of synthetic realities, the most revolutionary act we can perform is not to believe blindly, but to think critically. The most courageous thing to do is to pause before we react. It's to ask, again and again, that simple but profound question: is this real? That fake cover of The Economist was never a prophecy about the end of the world. It was a warning. It was a wake-up call about the end of certainty. It was a fire drill for our minds, preparing us for a future where seeing is no longer believing. And if we listen closely to the warning, it tells us something incredibly powerful: that the truth, as fragile and as contested as it may be, still depends on us. It needs us to protect it, to seek it, and to value it. No matter how intelligent the machines become, no matter how convincing their creations are, they will never possess one uniquely human trait: the capacity to care about what is real. An AI doesn't have a stake in the truth. It doesn't understand the consequences of lies. It simply executes a command. We do. Our lives, our children's futures, and the very fabric of our civilization depend on a shared understanding of reality. So, the next time you scroll through your feed and see something that makes your heart race or your blood boil, remember the fake magazine cover. Remember that you are the last line of defense. Take a breath, ask the question, do the search, choose to think. Because in an age of artificial everything, genuine, critical thought is our most valuable human asset. Thank you so much for watching and for thinking along with me. This is a conversation we all need to be having. If you found this valuable, please like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more content that explores these crucial topics. I'd love to read your thoughts in the comments below. How do you navigate the line between real and fake online? Until next time, stay curious and stay critical.